Hello, gamers. Let's do this thing. It's been far too long since I've recorded a Project Zomboid, voiceover at least. Well, it was something. That's all I can say. It was about a week of editing Warhammer, and then a couple other things. Some Terraria, and some Dark Tide, which is also Warhammer, but not exactly the same. We're looting the shopping district in town. And then, like I said, I think last episode, eventually we will be moving on to greener pastures, as it will, up to Maldro or maybe to another mystery location. There's a whole bunch of fun to be had, we'll see. But we aren't going to forget this base we spent, 2 episodes building. I'll make my way on back here to re experience it at some point. Also, if you guys hear weird, ambiguous noises, my cats are in the room. 1 second. Hello, Archie. Is your sister here? Ah, his sister's right here, underneath my recording setup. So if you hear any licking or fighting or hateful calls to God, you can presume that is my cats. Unless you hear me scream about an extra dimensional threat, I think it is safe to assume it's my cat. What am I doing here? We have a couple more stores to loot before I wanted to head out. I wanted to loot all these green buildings and a couple of the yellow tag buildings for the sake of things. And just tag them with what they have so I can come back and get, what I don't take later on. Which shouldn't be that hard at all. But also we need most of this stuff, so there is a case to be made that I will be taking most of it. And we just got to finish up this city. We're just looting this little right side, and we are even finishing looting it. Also, I am cutting out the somber tone. The last couple episodes, I've been a little bit sad that this playthrough is going to end eventually. It's been a big part of my life for a little while now. It's a great relaxer. I love coming on and bashing some zombies, but the somberness will not be nonstop. It is a sad game, especially in single player. In multiplayer, it's a whole different thing. I've got to play some multiplayer sometime. Because multiplayer is like, you have friends, it's so nice, like, it's a whole different vibe. But in single player, you're the last man alive, and eventually you're gonna die, and that's like the point of the game. But I've been sad about it, and that's, not fair to you guys. But we gotta prep for Maldro. We probably can't burn too many cities to the ground. I know that's not actually what I'm doing, but the use of Molotovs really is just burning everything valuable to the ground if we are not safe. So there is a case to be made about, how do I explain this? There's a case to be made about not being an idiot. About, making sure go in, loot police stations, gun stores first, and then, we can be pyromaniacs after that, but we gotta make sure to avoid those places. Or, we could use our actual guns and ammunition we've been collecting instead. That might be a better plan, because then we aren't brutally burning down future safety holds. And you guys will understand why I'm talking about this later on. I feel having 2 cities partially burned down is more than enough, is all I'm going to say on it for now. I know that's like the worst fucking thing to hear. That's like your DM in D&D going, roll a perception check when you come into a room and you're like, what the fuck? I just walked into a closet. Well, why do I need to roll a perception check? I know it's probably the scariest thing you can hear. That, we don't need to burn down more than 2 buildings, but I think it's, or more than 2 towns. I think it's justified. I think fire is the way to go. You just have to do it right. You have to gather up a horde. And I haven't done it right. I will do it right next town where I go in and I just gather up everyone. Hopefully it'll work out well. We will see if it'll work out well. I think walking around with a shotgun is a great way to attract the enemies we need, because the shotgun shots will lure them out like a car horn. So just walking through a town with a shotgun should get me thoroughly enthralled and followed around by zombies, which should be really good for what I'm trying to do, at least, which is molotoving them and getting them to brutally burn as I walk away at a very slow pace into the woods. We gotta finish out clearing up City Hall. We'll plow our way through here. I'm almost certain this is a City Hall. It doesn't appear to be a police station. I didn't find any guns. It appears to have classrooms, so maybe it's some sort of school. But then there's also a school across the street. Yeah, no, this game's layout sometimes confuses the fuck out of me. And I do say this game because I presumed that this was a, how do I explain this? I presumed that this was a modded map, as it's weird and it's fenced in. Nope, this is a base game map. So is the one to the north, and so is the one to the west. All of those are base game included maps, and I'm not entirely sure how to feel about that. I mean, they're fun, they're something, but they, who knows. I've got shit to do. I've got vows to make. I have major mistakes to make. Yes? Yeah? Come here. She wanted to interrupt. Yes? How are you? You okay? Okay, if she does it again, I'm gonna see what's up, see if her food's out or anything. She might lock herself in here because the door's cracked open. Sometimes she likes to just, like, nuzzle it until it's closed. Who knows why. Took a little sleep on the school desk. Best dreams my character's had in a long time. It was fucking snoozing right there. We had to grab another vehicle to head on back because we finished looting this one up, and with this blue place looted, that means there's only, like, technically 1 or 2 more buildings for us to loot before we head on out of here. I say 1 or 2, who knows. There's for sure some issues we must face with apprehension, because there's the military apartments and other things that may draw my attention. Y'all know me. Always take what I say with a grain of salt, because I may get distracted and want to go do some fucking nonsense at some point. It's just kind of how I play games. I just want to go, fucking do bullshit. But hey, it's fine. We've got survivor houses for days in all these towns, which will be really nice. And then we've got other, how do I explain it? We've got other, modded towns to visit and the like. I've, at this point in real time, have decided my route. The Slayer's March of Death, as it were. We're going to do a Warhammer-esque take on the biggest monsters, possibly die in the process, march to our end with this save. So we're going to make our way into dangerous territories. We're going to get rid of the easier ways to kill off them, because with time I'm going to limit myself more and more. Not to the point with melee weapons. We have so much like guns and ammo, there's no reason to use melee weapons or like to restrict ourselves to that, because we want to use the loot we've picked up, and that's been predominantly guns and ammo. But point does still stand. that I'm going to, limit myself and not do Molotovs or something with time, because both because it makes it way too easy, and because you burn down important shit. You guys will see with time, but Molotovs are very bad for you unless you're using them in like a very restricted way where you've gathered up a horde and you throw a Molotov into them. Like, outside of that, you're kind of a fool when it comes to Molotovs and stuff. It feels pretty silly. Oh yeah, here was me learning about the military apartments. This is fucking insane. Who the fuck stores this much weapons and ammo and munitions in your fucking apartment building? Everyone who lived here is literally fucking insane, because there was just so much guns and ammo. I'm not upset at them. Like, it's fucking crazy. And did that take to deposit the loot? Y'all know me. I don't want to bore the shit out of you. Well, why the fuck do I say y'all know me? Y'all don't know shit. Yeah, I don't want to bore the shit out of you guys. Y'all know a pattern of behavior that I take. There. That is much better than y'all know me. But it sounds so fucking nerdy, right? So, yeah, y'all know me. I don't want you guys to have to watch me depositing loot every time. Just half the times. Just most of the times. You guys get to watch the boring stuff. I mean, it's half the fun of the game. You just gotta have the same interest as me. And that is my cue to go see if she's alright. My pain is acting up, so I get to feel absolutely fucking lovely between takes. I don't know what it is. It's the right side. I'm in pain all over my knuckles, my knees, I have joint conditions. I have connective tissue stuff. Come on, gamers, we know this. But no, it's just right by my spine on my back, like on the right side. I think I got hit in the liver or something. I mean, it wouldn't be the oddest thing my cat has done to me in my sleep. 1 second, let's ask him. Yo, Archie. Yeah, look at me. Did you stomp on my kidneys or something? He looks guilty. I think he should be charged. I think manslaughter, assault, and battery. Use of a deadly weapon. Annabelle, what do you think? She doesn't. She doesn't have an opinion on that. She doesn't think, period. So, that's a little bit unfortunate. We've got some shit to do here. I just heard something fucking clatter to the ground in the other room. Not sure how I feel about that, but hey, it's something. Let's head over here. We've got this final little place to loot. People are stippity stomping around. That's what's going on. Dude, just so many zombies. I feel the game updated around between this take and the next take, I think. The game updated like a small patch or something. I don't know. It was some sort of little update. It might have actually been to my mods. And since then, things have gotten fucky. Which is kind of where I thought of this death parade idea. Because the game is becoming a little bit, zombies are respawning. Like, I have a timer on zombie respawns that's like 10 days, and then it's like 1%. Or like, it's less than 1%. So, in theory, that if I leave an area for like a year, all the zombies should be back. Like, that is how I did this. I think in my next playthrough, whenever that is, because like I said, we will be taking time off from this game in between playthroughs. Like, I'm going to do Last Stand Union City and all these other, fun zombie games. I'm going to play those. But when we do come back here, I think I'm going to do something like 4 times population and then no respawn. So just make it a really tough initial challenge with a lot of zombies that you have to be really careful about. But then once you clear an area out, they are not, fucking coming for you. I know 8 and 16 times zombies. I was on a server that did 8 times zombies at one point, and you couldn't do shit. Like, in all realism, like, you couldn't even drive somewhere unless you had, like, a whole subjugation team with guns going down the highways. Like, I remember there's Muldrow, and then there's that one to the west that I go to a lot that's just, like, good loot from all those military tents. To clear that highway, it was legitimately, like, 3 hours with, like, it wasn't heavily modded, so it was, like, M16s, or, what's the other one? Like M14, right, is the 308, and then we had a shotgunner, and then we had a melee guy up at the front with a sledgehammer just drawing all the attention. And we essentially did that for like 3 real life hours. And we cleared it doing that. So I guess, you know, it's nice that we did clear it, and it's nice that we got all that done, but hey, it's fucking wacky. So we're parking all these police vehicles over here. Yes? Annabelle's talking. We must listen. Our queen is talking. Setting up my little explorer vehicle here. Well, explorer vehicle for now. Things change. Things always change. So this was the vehicle I intended to leave town with. Unless something changed. Which, you know, by me saying unless something changed, that implies something changed. So I feel that's kind of idiotic, but either way. We're going to head up and out of this town. We've got other places to head. Unless, you know, something changes and we don't want to head to Muldrow. Now, I'm going to explain my thought process as it happens, so we're not going to actually spoil what happens for once. So I'm heading over here to Muldrow. I wanted to keep the streets clear, and this was kind of when I was starting to suspect something was wrong with the zombies, and you guys will see up here what I mean. Or you guys will see either in this episode or the next episode what I mean. I feel like something is drastically wrong, and zombies have no respawn delay. So that's why I'm just going to disable zombie respawns in the next one. I usually like to leave it on with like the timer set to like maximum delay and then the lowest amount that can respawn. So hypothetically, you know, it's a really slow trickle that doesn't illy affect you too much. But I don't know, it feels idiotic at this point. So we're heading up this road, we're heading north. I was just trying to stay alive, you know, drive past some groups of zombies, not to aggro them and go around others. At this point, if you see me paused for, it's on 10 times speed, so if you see me pause for any amount of time, I was checking my map, my Project Zomboid map outside of the game, because I kind of wanted to learn, okay, if we're heading north, like, see how I'm zooming in on that road? I'm like, this road does not exist in the original map. So I'm like, okay, let's go check it out. This might be a little military base add-on. But dude, there are so many fucking zombies. You guys will see this shit. I think this is what, you know what, yeah, no, this is around the time things got bad. So, no, I wasn't delaying. I was concerned because there's just, so many zombies. I was scrolling through here to make sure respawn, like I was looking for zombie respawns to see if I could do that in the settings, because I thought I had a world setting mod installed. I did not. But you know, it's my favorite part. I get to loot all these zombies, and they just kept trickling out. I'm like, okay, I started to suspect something. That's why I was checking the respawns, and that's why I was, you know, kind of puzzled. So I'm like, okay, let's head into this town. I think they're just constantly drifting out of like the woods and stuff. So I thought of a excuse for why it was happening, but that kind of feels silly now. And then I made it into here, this little area. And I'm like, wow, it's covered in trash. this looks like a whole new town. If it has a bunch of blue buildings, which are marked as military or like police precinct, usually is what I see them as, because they're governmental. So this place is pretty cool. I thought it was a little military base, so I went in here. I turned on the siren and got in here and crouched to let all the zombies drift past me. You can see them outside that window. They're actually pretty fucking scary. And then I left and they all poured out, dude. There's so many. Holy cow, dude. This right here, you guys are seeing 100 kills. And don't worry, I show off my kills and stuff as they start to expand. I got so many fucking kills in these next few episodes. Shit is going wild. There's way too many zombies. It feels like I'm playing on so I'm playing on 2 times, I think, or 1.5 times zombies. It was either 1.5, 1.75, or 2. So it's more than base game zombies, but slower than base game zombie respawn by the maximum amount. So it takes a shit ton of time for them to respawn. No, it doesn't. They're fucking respawning almost instantly, I believe. But because of this base, I wanted to go back south, because I checked the map, and if by that town that we were just at, I don't know what it's called, Bedford Falls or something, by that town south of us, if we head east along the road, it should go northeast diagonally, and then it connects with the highway that's just a dead-end highway that you can go back west to make it into Muldrow. And I wanted to do that instead of fucking dealing with whatever all this was. Because I didn't know if there was going to be more car carcasses to the north, if they edited, zombie spawns, or if that's why this was going on. But at this point, I did suspect something with the zombie spawns. And you'll see it here. Like, they're just pouring out of places. I was getting a little bit disgruntled. We're heading back here. We're going to head over here. I'm like, holy fuck, it's a town. We found a whole new town here. And I just wanted to go up and down and explore it because, this thing's hood doesn't break. It's essentially a mortal fucking car. And you know what? Now I wanted to go back this way to get this entire highway clear so we could make an escape over here to the prison or something if we need to. Because there's some farmhouses over here, and if I clear out this highway, and let's say I attract a huge horde, or at this point I was believing that zombie spawns would be weird. So if I came back to my church base, and then it's full of zombies, or like that entire town is full of zombies, and I need to get away, or have a long stretch to, watch zombies burn or something, I was going to use this highway for that. So that's why I cleared those cars and had a lot of fun. Now we're heading back over to this new town, and there's just so many zombies here. What the hell? How'd they make it here? I guess they kind of migrated west from this town. That might just be the case, is that they're all being kind of shitty with migration and migrating. And here's the first time we use Molotovs. I don't know how I feel about Molotovs. They're pretty crazy. I feel like they cause a shit ton of damage. I feel like they cause unnecessary damage. But I did have some fun using them for a little while. I used them for 1 or 2, cities. I will spoil that, but I won't get into details. And I don't regret it, because there's always more loot and stuff. It's just a little bit sad. We gotta grab another car real quick to avoid the horde, but also once I'm done recording this episode, luring these zombies about, getting them mostly to die, I'm going to go have a lot of fun. Well, everything's subjective. I'm going to go have a decently good time scheduling for Christmas. There's going to be a week I'm obviously not at home or not with my computer. That's how the world works for everyone. And there's going to be that week where I'm going to have to have a lot of fun editing all these videos and having a jolly good time, as it were. So it should be really nice. Getting those scheduled today, getting the thumbnails made, should mean that I am home free for the essentially the rest of the year. I won't have to schedule another video. I'll just be able to focus on editing for the next week until I leave. And I don't know, that seems nice. I'll get to make a bunch of videos. I'll get to have a lot of fun. We gotta grab another car with a siren. I thought a SWAT truck with some armor would be the perfect fit. We're heading over here. Holy shit, there's a bunch of zombies. They are just wandering their way out of town now, and it's something. I accidentally burned myself, but hey. We just got to keep them all wound up, and that's what I was using this car for. Was keeping them all congested, and then I left it there so hopefully all the burning ones would come over and group around it and light them all on fire. So yeah, that's pretty much every zombie in this entire town is just on this road right now. And my hope is that if I get far enough away, when I come back in, they will actually just load the ones who are on fire still. Because let's be honest, I've ruined that town. Half of it will be burnt down, or at least like a quarter, or a lot of useful areas gonna be burnt down. And this is the start of a life lesson. Like, genuinely a start of a life lesson. Like, Molotov is, for my character, not for me. I knew this coming in. Molotov is the easy way out. Let's be just brutally honest. Molotovs, you know, are going to kill the zombies pretty easy if you're smart about it. You know, it's not no effort, but it's lower effort than, you know, shooting all the zombies, having to reload your gun fucking 100 times, emptying, you know, 400 shotgun shells into a group of zombies just to be informed that, you know, you aren't going to be able to find any shotgun shells in this town and having to switch guns or whatever. Like, yeah, there's a ton of scenarios like that. But also, I don't enjoy having no fucking loot. I play the game for loot. I'm a little goblin. I like grabbing my little fidget toys, my little things, and I like hoarding them in small to large piles. And I couldn't do that with this town, you know. Well, mostly because I chose not to loot this town, but it's something. So yeah, I got my flamethrower out, and you know, I stuck to it. The mentality, you know, I started something, I'm gonna finish it. So we're going to flamethrower down all these zombies, and the flamethrower was interesting to have some fun with. And I spent some time attracting every dang zombie in the entire world. Even down here, I spent some time doing that. That didn't start a fire. That was silly. But hey, we're going to have so many dead zombies in this whole town. And I'm not sure. Once I'm done with Muldrow, I might either come down here and loot this, or I'll stick with my route. I don't know, because this place was kind of going to be the end of my route. But it doesn't make sense to let the zombies, you know, respawn that much. I mean, letting them partially flood back in and, you know, rejuvenate is a good plan. But I think I'm probably going to come back there and make sure it's not completely pointless, as it were. I want to clear the towns kind of in some sort of order. So I think once I'm done with Muldrow, I'll actually go back down there, clear that place, or I don't know, that place might be a fun, you know what, no, we'll stick with our current plan. That place is a fun little final destination, as it were, because it's this, you know, it's this town that's going to be partially burned down, as yeah, it's for sure going to be partially burned down, but we'll still get to go through there and find some loot and stuff. And the zombies should have respawned at that point, which will be nice. What are we doing here? Dude, there's just so fucking many. Oh, no, I remember this. I was kind of stupid. I thought I could go up here and rejoin with my thing. I couldn't. I got trapped. Look at this. I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. So I had to dig my way on out of here. And, you know, that's fine. I made a shortcut for myself, essentially. But then every zombie in the known world came on over here to feast on my brains and my delectable, nutritional body. And then there was so many over here, it was pretty fucking crazy. I don't know if they respawned or whatever they did, but either way, I'm gonna head north, see how bad the congestion is at Muldrow, and then we'll see what we're doing. We've got towns to loot, and we have fun to be had. It's gonna be a jolly good time. I mean, that'll be essentially next episode. We've got some shit to set up, some shit to do. It'll be something, that's for sure. I can't really speak on it, but it should be a really good time. We've got some more zombies to kill up in Muldrow, and we've got some plans to be had. You know, if I'm not fucking idle, just paused on the game for 30 fucking hours. Dog, the sleepy caught up to me, and I ended up fucking rambling. On the note of us about to get out of this car, beat the shit out of some zombies with our crowbar, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or wherever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's alright. Positive affirmations as always. Thank you guys for watching my shit. You know, this has been a really fun series. I know I get pretty sad about series ending, so I'm sorry about that. Thank you guys for listening to me this long into a video, especially when I get rambly. I know it's no better than my Let's Play videos, but I'm so sorry I get kind of drony and